Who says narcissists are disloyal? They are loyal, but not to you. They're loyal to their family of origin, to the cult they came from. It's not applicable to every narcissist, because there are narcissists who hate their family, which is a different category. Today, we are going to talk about those who always choose their family over you, over their kids, and we are going to understand why. Why do they stay so unshaken if on the surface they make it seem like they don't want anything to do with their family of origin? Let's find out in today's video. First, members of the narcissist's family blindly enable their ego. The members of a narcissist's family blindly enable their ego, feed their delusions, and never question them. Not out of love, but out of enmeshment. They're deeply entangled, and that's why whenever there is a problem in the narcissist's life, whenever there is a conflict that needs a different form of resolution, they run towards their family. They seek support, and guess what happens? They blindly enable the narcissist's victim state. They never question them, they never ask the narcissist to reflect, they never ask the narcissist to consider changing themselves. They cry with them, they make it seem like the narcissist is the big victim in this entire world, and their partner is a monster. Then they tell the narcissist, quite literally, you made a wrong choice, but we are with you now. They come to their rescue. No matter how evident their mistakes are, they will justify their abuse, they will blame their behaviors on you, they will create pressure on you to change yourself to serve the narcissist better. They will say, he or she is experiencing a lot of difficulties at work, and you should be more understanding. Instead, you are giving them trouble. What's wrong with you? You are a bad partner. And your children, they are not cooperating at all, they are causing a massive problem for our son or daughter, and this family is falling apart because of you. This is how they will fight on behalf of the narcissist. And why is that? Because they are each other's extensions. There is no individuality, there is no separate personality here. It's all one. Second, they are loyal to these narcissistic family members. They are loyal to each other, these narcissistic family members. Because narcissistic abuse is a team sport. Whenever somebody talks about narcissistic abuse, they only focus on the single narcissist, only talk about the narcissistic partner, the narcissistic parent. But you need to know, they're not the only culprits. They are supported by their flying monkeys, they're supported by their enablers who would go to any extent to be there for the narcissist. They'll lie, they'll gaslight, they'll sacrifice themselves, which is why I say this is a cult. That's what they do. They have to protect the master, they have to protect their partner, they have to protect an extension of their ego at any cost. And that's why I call it a team sport. The narcissistic family is like a beehive, and there is one common collective, singular mindset that runs every single member. The main narcissist, the matriarch or the patriarch, and then the extensions. These extensions are carbon copies of each other, they do not think for themselves. And that is what happens with narcissists. It's so stupid, it's so immature, but that is how it is. They stay loyal to those who defend them, and they defend each other, no matter how big the mistake is. And you might ask me, do they know that they are doing this? Are they that stupid? Well, they're not stupid. They know that this other narcissistic member or this person has done something wrong, but they do not want this person to feel the shame, because if they were to be ashamed, then that would mean the entire hive will be set on fire. It is the shame for each one. Third, they are deeply enmeshed with each other. They are deeply enmeshed with each other. What does that mean? That simply means they do not have their own true self. As I was explaining to you using the metaphor of a beehive, now let's try to understand it further. It's like they operate for each other. They are nothing but a reflection of the major narcissistic false self that this parent passed down to his children and all other members. There's only one member who does not put up with that BS, who does not absorb that in. And guess which member is that? A scapegoat or a black sheep. Rest, whosoever enables a narcissist becomes a narcissist in one way or another. If they lose their true self, they become the false self of a narcissist. And wherever there is enmeshment, there is no individuality. Meaning, they don't think for themselves, they do not feel for themselves, their beliefs are common family beliefs. The term loyalty is not an appropriate term to describe this whole thing, but for the lack of a better word, we have to use that. The truth is these members are always eager to outlive each other. They're fighting to go up in the hierarchy, to come closer to the matriarch or the patriarch, or to win their approval. And in the process of doing so, they gaslight each other, they manipulate each other, they destroy each other, but still stay together, which is crazy. And I am telling you that from my personal experience. This is what I have seen happening in my father's side of the family, and in my mother's side of the family as well. My father used to fight fiercely, of course not necessarily physically, with his brothers, but still, they were like this. Whenever there is a problem, they would be like this. The same is applicable to my mother, she would backbite, but again, they're like this. Fourth, they fear exclusion as it is a cult. The narcissist stays loyal to their family because they fear total exclusion as it is a cult. It functions in a very black and white manner. Either you're fully absorbed in and you become them, or you are totally excluded. You're never let in, which is what is happening to you. You're always treated like an outsider, no matter what you do for them, what you give them, how you prove yourself. Because you are a partner of somebody who is seen as an asset, and because you have now become a part of their life, to the narcissistic cult of a family, that means betrayal. That means you have taken them away. So they will punish you. How? By keeping you out there. The door is always closed for you. And that is what this narcissist does not want to happen to them. They want to be included at all costs, even if that means betraying their own family, the family they have with you, their own children. Not attending to your needs, your desires, and letting them abuse you. As I said earlier, it's not only the narcissist who abuses, it's the flying monkeys, it's this family, their siblings, their cousins, their parents. Everybody collectively plays a role in bringing you down, and the narcissist acts like a bystander who is a hypocrite. Basically, he knows, she knows what's going on, but they act like a fool, or they give you false hope and say, "Oh, I'll take care of it. Don't worry. I'll talk to them." But in reality, nothing is happening behind your back. They are saying horrible things about you to further alienate you from this cult. Fifth, the narcissist's loyalty lies not with the family itself. The narcissist's loyalty lies not with the family itself, it lies with the image gratification that happens via the association with the family. You need to understand, it's one unit, and one person's image is everybody's image. And it's the responsibility of each person to maintain the collective image. They are known as this kind, caring, compassionate, amazing family, a warm family who invites everybody in. If that is the image, then everybody has to play a role in maintaining that, no matter how fake it is, no matter how nasty they are within the four walls. So, to be seen as a part of this great family, they stay a part of it, no matter how rotten the dynamics, no matter how it is impacting them, their life, or their partner. Essentially, a narcissist stays loyal to the family for their own selfish needs as well. Maybe it is money, maybe it is inheritance. It is not just validation, approval, or image. Maybe it's a lot more than what you see. Maybe it is the false promises that have been made, the fake future, the illusion of it that has been created, and the delusions of the narcissist. Maybe it is the pressure they create as a family on strangers by staying together. There can be anything, but that anything won't have to do anything with genuine familial care that does not bond them together. Sixth, they're not loyal to anybody in reality. They're not loyal to anybody in reality. Yes, I know I said in the beginning they're loyal to their family, but if you were to analyze it deeply, you will understand that they are only loyal to themselves. As long as they get supply from the family, they will treat them nicely, and there will be some kind of reciprocity. The moment somebody calls them out and they are demonized or villainized by a member of the family, that is when the narcissist's demeanor changes, and they blur out all the things they had suppressed within and had wanted to say. But now that they have gotten a narcissistic injury, they complain to you, they say horrible things about their parents, about their siblings. That is what my father used to do all his life. The relationship between the cult members, the family members, is extremely fake, it's superficial. There is no depth to it, there is no truth to it. If one family member turns against the main narcissist, then they are gone, they're shunned, totally cut off. The narcissist may then try to plead with them, which my father did as well. But then, if that does not work, they are forgotten, their existence is completely erased from the history, from this family book, from the family tree. They're cut off, and then that branch falls. You know what happens to it? It dries off. And that's what happens to the narcissist. Why? Because they are part of this beehive, they survive collectively. They define their existence through their association with that hive. Without it, they are nothing, their false self dies off. So, that was reason number 6.